The first we will master conditional formatting. This amazing tool changes a cell's appearance, like its color, font, or even add icons based on the value inside it. So instead of just seeing the list of numbers, you will instantly see which sales are highest, which projects are overdue, or which inventory levels are critical. And it draws the user's eye to what matters the most. This is something that we'll see in the conditional formatting. That is the first topic. Then we'll learn about data validation. So this is the tool for controlling exactly what kind of data can be entered into cell, and it's you can say it's an ultimate error prevention mechanism. The most common use of it is which we'll focus on is creating a drop down list, and it's not only make data entry faster but also ensures consistency by forcing user to pick from the predefined list. So this is something you may have seen while filling a form or filling an entry. Let us say many a times we want to fill our details, and in the details when we have to mention about our address, there are two options like state or country. So we do not need to enter it many a times manually. It is predefined. We just have to click on the drop down and then it appears, right? Then finally, we will combine these two tools to create interactive reports, which where selecting an item from drop-down list instantly formats the table of data. So let us begin with the first concept, which is conditional formatting. So conditional formatting is on the home tab of the ribbon, and it applies formatting to the cells. So conditional formatting, as I mentioned, it is on the home tab of the ribbon, and it applies formatting to the cells that meets a specific condition or rule. And there are several types of the built-in rules. Just say highlighting a cell. So this is the most common. You can highlight cells that are greater than or less than or between or equal to. I mean, depending on certain predefined rules, you can highlight the text. Then there is something called as top or bottom rules, in which you can instantly find the top 10 items or bottom 5% items, etc. Then comes data bars. Then in data bars, what happens is it adds colored bar to each cell where the length of the bar represents cell's value relative to others. So let us say if uh, there are 100 entries, all numbered from 1 to 100, and if you want to add a data bar, so the highest entry 100 will be having the data bar of full length, and others will be in the proportion of it. Let's say if we have to highlight, I mean, the data bar in uh, where the entry is 20, it will be 20%, that is one fifth of the length of the highest bar. So that is how data bar works. So basically, it helps in visualizing progress towards a goal or comparing sales volumes. Then comes the color scale. So it applies a color gradient, let's say red to green to range of cell, where the color indicates where the cell's value falls within that range. For example, if we are having a scale which has range from red to green, and red means negative and green means positive. So let's say in case of profit and loss, so negative represents loss and positive represents profit. It can also be used for creating a heat map performance of the score. Then comes icon set. You can add specific icon, let's say traffic light, arrow, stars to each of the cells based on the value. Then uh, there is another flexible option which is called using a formula. So based on the formula, you can determine which cells to format, and this lets you write your own logical test, just like we did with the if function. So let us try. So these are basic, formatting types that we can apply. Let us go to the example now. Okay, we will try to, uh, you know, cover almost all the formatting over here. So the first one, what does it say? Let us look at the task. The first task is we want to highlight the overdue task.
Task.
Okay. So what does it mean? It's the due date column, you know, is there, and we want to format any date less than the today's date and light fill, and with a light red fill. So let us say what date is today? It's 15th of August. So anything after 15th of August will be, uh, will be still a due, but anything before 15th of August would have passed the due date. So let us try to do that. We'll select this and go over here in conditional formatting and highlight cells. So what? Let us highlight cells which are less than. Yeah. So see, these are the cells which we were able to highlight based on the formula. What formula we entered? We just entered the formula which is less than today's date, and automatically we were able to identify which of the task has already passed its due date, and accordingly the status can be checked. So over here, this task is something which was very high priority, but it was earlier completed just 25%, right? So this, you don't need to worry about this. And this one was completed 90%. So maybe this has been completed, but this is something that you will have to look at. Okay. Then the other one is we have to visualize the completion. How do we visualize it? So with the help of data bar. So let us go here, then additional formatting, data bars. So these are the different fill options you get. You get gradient fill, and solid fills. Let us have it in gradient. Okay. So if you see from here, this is completed 100%. This is 25. This is 50, and this is 90. So depending on, as I mentioned, depending on the values in it, whatever is the highest value gets the entire cell filled, and others get filled in the proportion of it. Okay. Uh, are you getting what I'm trying to say? Are there any?
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right. Pretty simple, right? Not
Yes,
very.
sir.
yes, yes,
Okay. But this is something that is very important in terms of data visualization, because if someone just comes to me and says, hey, these are the tasks which are completed this way, without formatting it, this they will just be a number. But with the help of these data bars and these colors, it will be very easy for me to understand it. That is why this formatting is very important. Then we also need to highlight high priority roles based on
yes.
the formula.
Formula.
Okay, so we will go over here, then again go to conditional formatting, then which is equal to it. Okay, let us see what's happening. Okay, the formula based rule is applied to that. Okay, we'll clear this rule from the selected sheet and we will add the new rule, format the cell which is equal to the whatever is in high priority gets highlighted with this. Okay. Similarly, I mean, we can modify the rule. Whatever is in medium priority, maybe we can apply yellow color to it, or whatever is in low priority, we can put a green color. So depending on that, depending on the requirement, the formatting can be done. Any doubts so far?
No, sir.
Okay. So let
Can
us.
you please repeat that formula? Means how we were applied the formula,
Okay.
sir.
What we did right now is, what is our task? We want to highlight the high priority rows.
Rules.
Okay. So let us say, uh, we will select entire table. Now we'll try to apply it different. We will select the table first, then
Okay.
go over here in new rule. Okay. In new rule, what we will do is, what we want to do is we want to highlight something which is equal to high. Okay. So there are different types of rules which are given over here. So there are, you know, rules, format cells that contain XYZ, let's say, then format only top or bottom rank value, format only values that are above or below average. So these are the different types of rules. Depending on a requirement, we can do that. So right now, what we have to do is we want to format cells that contain a value high. Okay. So we will go right now. See, if you can see over here, there are multiple options, but I want to select equal to. Then where is the high value high? It is in the B2 cell. So I'll just select B2 over here. Then there are different types of formatting which I would have to, which I will get option to. So I'm selecting the this fill effect, and let us highlight it with this particular color. You can also, play around with the pattern style, what kind of formatting you want. Right now I'm keeping it clean. Then I'll keep OK. That's it. Got it?
Yes, yes. If in case we means they can highlight for the medium or then low, then we simply just change the formula, right?
Right. So let us say we will duplicate this rule, edit this formula, and is equal to medium, and change the color to this. Hmm. if we were able to apply this same formula to medium as well. See, if you want to apply this to uh, low, then again you can do that. Can you see?
Yes.
So all right, let us. So what you can do right now is try practicing this example sheet, and then once the this practicing is done, then you will start going to the next sheet. Okay, we want to do both of them. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. Let me know once you're done.
Yes.
Mayur,
Yes, sir.
you followed what we were just doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Especially during entering a data. Let's say if you are entering a mobile number somewhere, and if you do not enter a number, if you enter text, then you get this message like please enter valid input. Similarly, if you are entering a username somewhere or email ID somewhere, and if you do not end up adding the right correct one, you still get an error message. So these are the different data validation techniques which are used to ensure that the correct data is entered and it is validated. And of course, as I mentioned, there are different types of the value uh, or allow criteria in data validation. I'll explain this with the help of example right away. So right now, this is, let's say, a data entry form. Okay. And what I want to do is I want someone to enter the employee ID while user is filling up a form. And I want it to be numeric. Okay. I do not accept anything which is text. So what I will do is, and the minimum number, and I know that employee ID is between, 10,000 to 99,999. So it has to be in between this range. Anything below or above that range or anything else apart from this needs will get an error message. So what I will do is I'll go select this cell, go in the data validation, and over here there are multiple options. Okay, so I would accept whole number. Okay, then what is the minimum value that I will accept is 10,000. What is the maximum value? 99,999. And what is the error message I will get is invalid ID. Please enter a 5-digit number. Okay. After that, you just have to click enter. See, did I get this?
No.
Can you see this error which I just tagged?
Yes.
Yes,
Invalid
sir.
ID. Okay. Now let us click on retry, and I was able to enter the number. Okay. Even if I'm entering 10,000, it is accepting it. Let's say no, it
So
won't accept.
it's 1,000.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to say if I enter anything between the range 10,000, minimum of 10,000 and maximum of 99,999,
900.
it will accept it. But if I enter anything apart from it, it will throw me
Okay.
an error message. Okay. So that ensures that employees are not entering the incorrect ID. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
No.
Right. You also understand the application of it, where it can be applied. Right.
Yes, sir.
So now in the second field, let us say we want to
Department
have
form.
someone enter the department ID. But what happens is while entering, someone might enter like this, someone will enter like this or this, but I don't want it to be inconsistent because it might hamper my further analysis. So I want a consistent format. So instead of me asking user to enter the ID, enter the department, I will ask them to select it from the list. Okay, so how would I do that? I will go over here again in data validation, and now I want, so see, there are different validation criteria. It can be whole number, decimal number, list,
Hmm.
date, time, text length, or you can define your custom as well. So let us say if I am having list right now, I want to have list, and I'll also have to give a source to it. Okay. So this is the source. Ensure that the range is always locked. Okay. Then click on OK. So now whenever someone wants to enter the department ID, they'll just have, can you see this drop down which has appeared right now? Earlier
Yes,
it
sir.
was
Yes,
not
sir.
there.
Yes, sir.
So see, sales, marketing, finance, and technology. These are the four departments which have appeared. If you want to, drag it down, you can simply drag it so it appears in the multiple cells. Okay. Now, generally, this list is not below the table. It is, somewhere else, maybe in the different worksheet, so that it does not get hampered. Okay. Or maybe if you think that the spreadsheet is not going to be impacted or the rows are not going to get deleted, then maybe you can, have it, place it somewhere else. Depending on what is the requirement, this list can be placed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So let us go to T2 practice now, and first solve T2 example by your own, and then move to T2 practice. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So the next one is basically combination of both uh, the concepts that we have just learned. Okay. So the first one we learned about is, conditional formatting, and later we learned about the data validation. Okay. So what we will do is we will now create, what you can say, a mini dashboard, which will be creating a drop down using data validation. Then we will create conditional formatting using the rule that uses a formula with reference to the cell containing the drop down list. And when user selects a new item from the drop down list, the conditional formatting will be updated automatically. And we have our main sales data table over here. Okay. This is our main sales data table. And we want to create a new conditional formatting rule using a formula. And we want to write a formula that says highlight the current row if the sales rep in this row matches the sales rep selected in our drop down list. And this creates a powerful interactive highlighting effect. So basically, uh, this is a chance to build your first interactive report. Okay. So what we will do right now is, let us try to, solve this first. So always ensure that the table is well formatted before starting with the, data analysis. So this is a bit raw. So many a times when the data is directly exported from the system, it looks like this. So we just format it out of it rows, then out of it column width, and maybe I can change the on. Okay, to understand the rows, I will also highlight and bold the column headers. Okay, now I will also check this data data type. So date should be in date format. So yeah, it is in date format. Then this is text, 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 text. This should be in the unit form. This should be number format. How can I quickly check that? You can check from here, or I will simply just try to select them and see if I'm getting a sum over here. Okay. So I'm getting sum 15. That is correct. I'll also check. All right. So this is the unit sold. This is the sales amount. Let us say we want to format it in the currency. Let us format it in USD. The reason I'm considering, USD is it may happen that when you start working in this field, you may have to work with the US client. The priorities are pretty high. That is why I am trying to familiarize you with the US dollar. However, we can use Indian currency as well. Okay. All right. So now you guys are with me, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now I would need your help. So it is not that I'm going to do it all on my own. We will do it together. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Let's try to brainstorm a little bit. So what is the first condition? So first is, so these are the tasks basically. Okay. So the cell I1, okay, has the data validation drop down list of all unique cells representative. Okay. So
Sales representative.
cells, you know, rep. I'm just trying to create a different column. So it is separated by space over here. I'm separating it by underscore so that the column stays unique. Okay. Yeah. So what do I need to create is I want to create drop down list of all the cells representative. Okay. So where are the cells representative?
In what you can say? Third.
See,
Third column. These are the
yes.
cells representative.
Yes.
But there can be multiple cells. I mean, one cells representative may be coming, multiple times over here, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So how do I create the unique list of them?
Down there.
Yes. How do I check how many unique cells representative are there? Okay. Let me just. So what happens is many a times that we want to, identify the unique names. What we do is we simply copy the entire range. Okay. Since we want to create a list, yeah, sorry, the national anthem was going on, so I just okay. So what we will do is we'll simply copy this list, go to the extreme end of the spreadsheet, and then paste it. Okay. So let us paste this. Now you can see over here also there are one entry is there multiple times. So now
Yes.
what I will do is uh, I will go over here again, data validation. And can you see this option, remove duplicates?
Yes.
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 Okay. I'll click over here. So it will by default select this column. Okay. And then ask, and I'll click OK. So it shows that there were total 96 duplicates
Okay.
values and all of them were removed and just 8 of them are there.
Yes.
Okay. So can you see each value, each of this is
Yes.
appearing
Yes.
just once. Okay. Now what we want to do next is
Sir, we can't means that select directly in this format. Means
which format.
sorry, means there is a we have cells representative column. Okay, so we
Okay.
can't in same data we can't find out, or we means we need to separate first and then find out.
No, over here, you can do that. Okay, so what is the other way of finding the unique names is you can apply filter. And once you apply the filter over here in the drop down, you can find it.
Okay, 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 sir.
Okay.
Understand.
But
Yes,
now
yes,
we
yes.
want to use that data
Mm,
elsewhere, right?
yes, right, 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 right.
So let us say the control cell, and now we want to have a data validation drop down list of all the cells represented. So what we'll do is we'll go over here. Then we want to create a list. What should I do next? I'll go to data validation,
Yes, data, data
then drop down, I'll select list.
list.
Okay. From list, I will give the source
Source.
as the input. So where is it? It's here.
Okay.
Okay.
Insert. Okay. Yes.
So if you see over here, I have a list of all these unique cells represented.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes.
Now I
Yes.
want to drag it down till the last column. Uh, so see, the drop down is present everywhere now. Okay.
Yes.
Now, uh, this is the first condition, first task
Yes.
that we were able to do. Okay, and select this, anything I can select from here. Okay, I'll clear the content from here. Now the second thing is the entire data table is selected and the new rule is created using this formula. Okay, so end objective is whenever someone selects a sales representative whose name is same as this one, so the cell will be all the entire row will be highlighted. Okay, let's say the
Okay.
first
Yes.
one is Anya Sharma, and if someone says Anya Sharma, this is the end result that we should get. The row is highlighted. And
Okay.
if someone says, selects David, then it has no impact.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
so that is the end result that we want. So now, first step we have applied data validation. Second step we need to apply the conditional formatting. So let us select this table. So ensure that you are not selecting this header, okay, table
Yes.
header. You select it from the second row, otherwise it might end up uh, not selecting the correct range for highlight. Okay. So
Okay.
let us say if you want to highlight this, it might end up highlighting this row. That is why it is important to select the current exact range, because the reference that we are giving over here is from cell number, is from the row number 2. It is not from the row number 1. That is the reason the range should also be selected from row number 2. Okay. Now we will go to conditional formatting and we will create a new rule. Okay. Now over here we will use this formula which is equal to C2. Now over here what we have to do is we have to ensure we are not selecting this. See, we are just locking the row, not column, and we will select this. And okay, what we will do is we want to fill the cell with this color. Okay, 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 yeah. So let us see if our rule is, see, Anya Sharma in entire table is highlighted. David Klo, David Lee, David Lee in all the table is highlighted. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So basically, whatever is selected over here, it should, appear in the table with the highlighted range. Easy? Was it difficult?
No, no, sir.
Okay, I'll just clear the formatting rules. Okay. All right, let us, why don't you practice this and then, repeat the same steps and then move to the next practice step. Okay.
Sure, sir.
And then we can, we can see if there are any difficulties.